What's up, guys? Making this video today to show my current build because some people have been asking what I've been doing lately and what I've been changing and what I am going for and stuff like it. So I'm gonna show you what I have and also try to explain what I'm going for, or just what I would go for but I'm currently not, because just waiting for 1.2 I might just be stacking material. So I'll try to also give some tips to make you get you ready for the next update. So basically, the build I'm using is still similar to my old 1.1 build, it's just a little better. Basically, the armor, I'm always trying to go for 2 month slot, at least 2 month slot. With the new stuff coming and the armor, the higher piece of gear that's gonna drop in 1.2, I might go for 3 month slot, remove the armor, or just exotic damage resilience 2 month slot. Because exotic damage resilience is also pretty good. You can give up 1 month slot, but I also like month slot just because it makes your skill power higher, and also your health and health work against every type of damage, not only specific one like exotic, even if it's smaller than the percentage exotic will give you. So yeah, basically I'm using this one, Reckless, which is going to get fixed soon. So you might want to get one chest with Rapid, or I don't know, the mask with the one that removes status effect instead of it. Currently it's the best thing to wear. It's currently the best sound because it's broken. Unless I'd say Savage on the glove is the best one. It's not droppable. It's just way too good in my opinion. So basically, armor, ammo capacity, it doesn't matter. You can always swap. I don't think they are going to fix it at some point. I think they pretty much gonna leave it for a while until, I don't know, they don't have too much stuff to fix right now. They have a lot to change. So yeah, it's gonna stay like it. Ammo capacity, first aid, self heal, stamina mod, the level 32. On my chest, they're not too high roll. 132 is pretty low for 32 eye level, item level 1. 1500 skill power, 1500 also, well, with 60 and 20, whatever. 144 the other month slot. First aid, self heal, that's a good bonus. It's definitely really good. My mask, I'm wearing the 240 I had. It's not my best one. I got some 214 close to this one because they have like good skill attribute or minor attribute, which is probably like shock resist, I'm not sure, or even though armor damage for against NPC is pretty good. But yeah, basically that's what I'm using right now. Mask with skill power, the highest you can roll, the highest HP you can roll. You can also roll HP on another piece, put firearm on this one for example, but I'd recommend getting either electronic or stamina on this one because you can craft it. You can craft a 214 and it's pretty easy because it rolled a random one, not always firearm. So yep, that's about the mask. To knee pad, I'll go, I got the firearm one. Those are 240. I'm not gonna wear anything else because I used to like running no firearm. Right now I just think it's better to have some, like just one piece, one like very high piece. Like this one is pretty high, 656, which is pretty much very close to the highest. I don't know what is it. It's like 665, not sure though. I might have to look later. 19% crit damage, shock resist, disrupt resist, bleed I don't really mind. Ballistic shield, whatever. Skill attribute are very good to get something good like pulse, but if you can't get it, just focus on the main attribute, because if someone run counter pulse, it's negated, so it doesn't really matter. But shock resistance is about like the most important thing on minor attribute. It's really useful. Sometimes it's life saving. So yep, that's my only piece firearm. Another mod with stamina, skill power, another level 32, a low stamina roll, but still decent skill power. I haven't crafted too much of those because I crafted them at the beginning. What's this one? 166. This one is high stamina, decent skill power. Okay, that's about it for this one. The backpack, stamina again, as much stamina as you can. It's a 214 because I don't have a 240. It's really hard to get one because you need to roll skill power, then re-roll firearm off of it. Unless you have good knee pad that you can re-roll firearm for stamina or electronic. For the skill power is pretty high. You can get it up to 6,000 something, really close to 6,000 though. Pulse crit damage, that's a really good bonus to have. It's hard to roll something good that you can reroll the main stat and then still have a good skill attribute for backpack. Mod slot is about the same, 146, 1,386 low skill power, but it's still decent. Doesn't change too much. Gloves, savage for sure. SMG damage, crit chance, crit damage this is basically a trifecta. It's the best stats you can get on glove currently. I mean, until they put the weapon balance, but I think submachine gun, no matter what they do, since they ain't gonna nerf them, they still gonna be pretty deadly, like crazy good, like they are right now. Assault rifle will get better, light machine gun, shotgun, stuff like it, but I doubt anything else get better than submachine gun unless they over buff it like really too much. But I think it's still gonna be the thing to go for. It's just a prediction. I'm not 100% sure. That's just what I think. So it's up to you to believe me or not. The holster, you want armor, so basically armor on chest and holster if you want max mitigation or close to it. 550, 571, 557, 579. It's basically a high one for a 214. Didn't get lucky enough to get a 240 with all stats. If I had a 240, that would be really nice. So skill attribute is not too good. It's really shitty. I was just not paying attention. It's really hard to roll good skill attribute with decent piece with the current loot system. I can't wait for them to change it because they probably buff they maybe buff the drop rate of yellow, but it only dropped shitty yellow like 163 gear score or 182, which are basically level 30 and 31, and now we can get up to 32 with the 204, which that's the thing they probably should change, and they will probably change it. So yeah, my DPS is 178.5. It could be higher with AUG. It could be higher in many different ways because I also run responsive on my vector. Responsive doesn't count in your sheet, but it's actually very good. Damage is increased by 13.5% when closer to 10 meter. This actually affects your, like for example, brutal is not as good as this one if I can make it proc, like if I'm at 10 meter, because it's straight DPS damage that is buff. So basically it increases the value of your headshot and your critical damage. It multiplied them. So this perk is, in my opinion, is the best one with submachine guns since you want to be close with them. The attachment are basically magazine size, rate of fire on magazine. I tried to craft the 32, didn't get lucky. That's my old 31. It's just way too good. I got a too good roll on it. Fire rate is the main stat on it. Magazine size, the higher you can get it is better, but it's just a little bonus. Headshot damage, crit chance for the optic, small RDS scope. This one display has weapon damage when you go craft it, but it's actually headshot damage. The blueprint. Large muzzle, flash hider, accuracy, critical hit damage. Accuracy is pretty good, I'll show you why. Even if people think it's fake DPS for the vector move a bit way too much when you don't have it with stability on the grip and stuff. And my vector is really stable. I just got good at handling the recoil now because I only played with that. But in my opinion, it's pretty good. And anyway, even if it's fake DPS, dude, you will drop anybody with this build, no matter what. That's why I think dropping firearm for this is better than being built in firearm. But it's also the other build that I would recommend is either firearm with good health, and you can still reach like 25k skill power without putting, or close to 30 actually, without putting any piece with electronic on it. And it will still be as good with better damage, and you could get all the perk on your gun, or most of them. The reason why I don't think it's worth going for all the perk, I mean, it's worth going for all the perk, but not brutal and deadly all the time, because you can kill anybody with that. Trust me, I've run into a group full of 99, and I dropped them. They were calling me hacker or whatever, because I was healing myself all the time. I was so tanky, they couldn't even drop me. Doesn't make you unkillable though, you can die. Right now I got sustain and determine, but I haven't been trying to craft too much vector because you could get actually another good talent that would be working. Where's it at? I don't know if I have it on me. Yep, I do. can't seem to find it. Yeah, this one, self-preserve. You can actually reach the minimum requirement for self-preserve, which will be really good to have on your gun, since the mask's not working anymore. There's not like good healing over time, so this would be really good. Can make you win a gunfight. Any moment can save your life. I would recommend to try to craft one with self-preserve and responsive as the bottom talent. It might take a few try, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's RNG, could take forever. The crit chance, the higher you can get it on the sub, like 25% is what I got. I think you can get up, it used to be like 25.5 or something, now it's probably 26, not too sure. That's basically it about my main weapon right now. The first wave, they're currently selling the blueprint. As I'm making this video, the higher headshot damage you can get is good. I haven't crafted too much because I don't really care right now. It's just enough to kill people. I got stability is improved by 47, allow you to shoot pretty quickly without having too much recoil. Right now balance is like crazy. It's crazy good, like way better than any other perk, but they're going to change it, so I don't really mind. I'm just gonna wait to see what's gonna be the best thing before crafting it. So right now I'm just keeping this one the way it is, playing with it. That's not a big deal. I mean, it's not my main weapon, so I don't really mind. Mostly play with my Vector. That's pretty much about it for the weapon. The Hafen, I don't really care. It's just for the swag on my leg right now. I don't really use it. I could put better pistol to buff my item level, but I think item level is just not too helpful in most of the case, especially when you see someone running 20-something gear score. He's basically running Hall Green or something not really as good as what I'm running right now, 2 yellow, 4 green, which is currently the best. Gloves are just way too good to drop. 14% crit chance is a lot of DPS. It's not appearing on the sheet, so the DPS should be higher with that than responsive. Reckless still giving you 10% resistance instead of removing it, but reducing it, but they're changing it. So basically, I've been saving a shit ton of, where's it at? Stash. Chests. Like, I have a lot of chests with different things. Rapid is probably the one I'll be using, I'm not sure yet, but reduce cooldown, it will allow me to reach my 20-second cooldown on healing, which could be life-saving. There's also another one which is good. Forceful is not good. I don't even know why I still have this. Vigorous, grant overheal to all healing scale might be also good. That's why I'm keeping it. There's some PvE armor that I have right here. Gotta check it out. Check it out later. As you can see, I got 24 out of 40 room used in my stash. You can get it up to 60 if you make 4 character and you purchase. Where's it at? In the tech wing. There's an upgrade. The upgrade that basically gives you 10 character stash slot. It's actually cross character, so if you make 4 character and reach that upgrade, which is this one right here. It's supposed to be this one. Whatever, I don't know why I don't see it. Or maybe it's just all the upgrade, because that's the last one I purchased with this character. So basically, once you get this talent, this perk on the bottom right here. I think it's the last one just because you need all the upgrade. Increase stash, yeah, build all upgrade, I just said that. Once you have all upgrade, okay, so it might take forever. But anyway, increase stash by 10 so you can get it up to 60 if you have 4 character. I currently have 2. I've been trying to make a third one. It's not too fun though, it take a while. But it would be pretty good to have for the next incursion. Even though if I think a shit ton of loot will... good loot will drop in the dark zone, so I'm not too sure yet. I'm gonna try to make a third one, but I'm not too much into it since we can't transfer the pouches, the blueprint and stuff. My pouches are not too high right now. I'm gonna start stacking them because right now it's pretty much just get your build good, your gear good, and don't try to craft perfect stuff. Just wait for the next batch 1.2. Keep all your crafting. They might put new blueprint, and they will definitely put new blueprint actually. It's just to see if it's gonna be good or whatever. I'm saving my Dark Zone money right now. I got a lot. Credit, I got close to 1 million. I'm just selling what I get in supply drop. I'm not really selling everything. Maybe I'll look at that later. The reason why I still got 11 million Dark Zone found, it's because I'm not wasting it. Because it's like the raw money. You can turn it into whatever in gold credit by buying, selling stuff from the Dark Zone. You can also turn it into material, buying yellow, breaking them. So basically, 11 million would be about like 1,200, close to it, material. If you buy them at a ratio of like 9,500 each for the yellow, or something like it. I'm just doing it randomly. It's not a specific number, like the exact number. I'm just saying something close to it. But yeah, that's basically about it. So the Phoenix, always good to have them max out. Waste them if you're still playing a lot of Dark Zone. I don't really mind, but having them is good. The 150 they gave, if you never pick them up, that's a smart move. You just keep them, so you'll have 1,000. Have 1,150 right here. That's pretty much all about prepping for the next patch. Beside that, yeah, I forgot to show my armor. Wait, it's supposed to be 65 or just a little bit lower, not even 1% lower. Yep, that's because my holster is not 240, but it will get to 240 eventually with the new patch. I'm not re-rolling and crafting anymore. I don't really mind. This build is pretty much nasty, dude. You can take anybody down if you play right, because this game is not on console. It's not mostly about gun skill and accuracy. It's mostly about it's movement based. The more you can avoid being headshot and make player follow you, turn around, get them a straight line and one shot them, like just spray their head, nuke them in an instant, you'll stay alive and they'll basically die no matter how much health they have. Like, even if someone got 140k HP and max mitigation, if he stands still, everybody dies in 2 seconds or less. You can shoot fucking 39, 40 bullet with the Vector or the AUG in less than 3 seconds. So it's really, really nice to have. I'm gonna show skills. I'm using Jammer. I'm always the one using Jammer. My pulse is not perfect. So when I play in group, there's always a friend with 100% pulse. So make sure this one's the most important, because basically if someone is using this one against you, then it will be like he's using nothing, and you're still getting the low bonus. It's not too big, 14.1 and 44.2, but it's enough to drop anybody. So make sure one guy in your group is running it. If you're solo, I'll recommend to run it. Sentry is good. I'm not using it. I hate it. I hate it for one reason, not because it shock you, because the shock effect is currently bug, or I think it's not working as intended. Once you're not stunned anymore, you can't heal yourself for a few seconds because you got the shock effect still on you, damaging you. And also, if somebody's using this talent right here, applying shock to any target, trigger a 30% chance to apply the effect on all target within 10 meters. It doesn't only affect everybody around, it also makes the duration last twice as long. That's what I noticed. Sometimes you're shot like twice as long as usually. It's because somebody's using that perk. I don't know if they'll change it. Hopefully they do, because it's definitely not stating that you should be shot twice as long. But seriously, I don't really mind about shock turret. You can always break them. If people play smart and trap you, then they play smart. That's why you got your ultimate, which is the best by far security. Survivor Link, like, it's just way too good compared to this, since you can ignore like ingoing damage on you and just straight shoot at your opponent. It doesn't matter if you get this buff, you can't take damage. You're not more resistant when you have this one, so you'll still need to stop firing to avoid getting shot. So basically this one's the best. The reviving one, if you're the most tank in your group, could be good, but unfortunately it doesn't revive your teammate instantly, so they have plenty of time to get confirmed by the time the effect revive them, which is probably something they should fix, in my opinion, to balance them. That's pretty much about the skills. Like the healing, just like usually, if you stand still, you'll get the effect twice. Even while you're running, sometimes if you do like a little go left and keep going, you'll get twice the effect. So if your healing is not as good as like someone with high skill power, that might be the thing you want to do to heal yourself even more. But it's pretty much all about it. You can always jump back in your healing, like I stated in multiple videos, to keep yourself alive and make it like way more useful. Triage and group is most. Right now, the talent I would not remove are critical save and combat medic. Adrenaline, if you are playing shock turret, I would remove it for this one. If you're playing sticky bomb, I would remove it for this one. Strike back if you're solo. Triage if you're in group. There's no question about it. This is just the most effective way to play it. Basically, this is all I wanted to show. Currently, I'm not in the dark zone, so I'm not gonna do killing people just to show the effectiveness. Just trust me, dude. I got so much message, people calling you hacker because you're way too tanky. If you're playing smart and you're going in doorway and stuff like it, doing zigzag when you have to do a straight line to avoid being headshot or just straight shot, then nothing should drop you. You should be like insanely overpowered with this build. Because most of the player are not running it. I've been running into full squad of 99, even 8 guy 99 at some point. At the beginning, they were laughing because I came by them and I started shooting them because they were all rogue. They start laughing. As soon as they followed me, I turned around, dropped 2. They weren't laughing anymore. And then eventually, by the time the other came back, I'd killed everybody. So it's very, very good. No matter what level people's are, they'll definitely have trouble with you, and even though they might be chasing you and still survive, you'll still survive if you play smart. So yep, this is pretty much what I wanted to show. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna end the broadcast now for those who are watching. If you got any question, just leave it in the comment section or just message me. Always like to help people and answer. So have a nice day, guys.